Hi, please. Over here we have an important piece of history about the signing of the Israel Declaration of Independence, and there is a fascinating story to be told involving these four leaders. And the story goes that in the Tel Aviv Museum, which was a secret meeting place, people were waiting for the papers to be signed, and these are our four key signatories. And there was the clock was ticking, and the Shabbos was coming, so they couldn't find someone to drive the papers to the secret meeting place. So they eventually got a taxi driver, and the taxi driver is driving with the declaration and gets stopped by the police. But the taxi driver doesn't have his driver's license, and also wants to stop off to get the falafel or some hummus, because as you know, everyone's eating hummus. Everyone in Kiev is eating hummus. Anyway, back to the story. And he manages to actually talk his way out of it, probably bought the police some hummus, and everybody had some hummus. There's a lot of hummus in the story, because when you go to Israel, all you see is hummus. It's hummus, wall-to-wall hummus. So the taxi driver manages to talk his way out of it, gets the papers literally just in time to the secret meeting place in the Tel Aviv Museum, and the Declaration of Israel was signed, and Israel became an independent state, 1948. I know that because that's where my mom and dad were, in then called Palestine, but then changed the name to Israel. And what's really interesting in the story is this man here, David Ben Gurion, is my mother's uncle, which makes him my great uncle. And it's actually quite fascinating that I'm standing today in Kiev, and I often see Israelis on the streets of Kiev, and I'd like to think that the world has become a lot smaller, and that Ukrainians and Israelis are cooperating and becoming friends and working together and making the world a better place.